I'm not going to go through life lying to myself or lying to anybody else. I think the number one masculine imperative on the planet is being the kind of person who says what he means and means what he says. I think that's actually a very good measure of how masculine you are and how much control you have over your own life. Can you say what you think? Because most men can't. They can't tell their wife what they think because she'll leave. They can't tell their boss what they think because they'll lose their job. So they can't tell their friends what they think or their friends will alienate them because they're a bad person. So these people going through the world with these thoughts stuck in their head they can't say. And that's permanent cuckdom. I refuse to do it. I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say. And I don't think that men should be weak and small and frail. And if I find one, I'm going to call him a little bitch. I don't think women should be promiscuous. And if I find one, I'm going to call her a hoe. Take me to jail.
Picture waking to a world where authenticity reigns supreme, where every word spoken echoes with unyielding honesty. Andrew Tate shatters the veneer of societal conformity, urging us to embrace the truth within ourselves and express it boldly. In a world marred by deceit, he champions the virtue of saying what you mean and meaning what you say. Today, we delve into the essence of masculinity, the power of authenticity, and the pursuit of genuine connection. Are you ready to discard the shackles of pretense and stand tall in your truth?
A lot of you at home, you're not even looking out for the threats. You're not even trying to understand how this world works, and you're also not looking out for the opportunities. So if you're a person who isn't doing those things, you stand absolutely zero chance against the people who do. If you're not looking out for the opportunities and people are looking out for the opportunities, they will find the opportunities before you. By extension, if you're doing it by yourself and there is a team of other people looking out for opportunities, you're certainly going to fail.
Yes.
It's like watchmen. You're one man in a watchtower and you're trying your very best. But if there's 100 watchmen in 100 watchtowers and they'll notify each other to the idea of a threat, they're going to identify it sooner. I say this all the time about people who think they're going to get rich by themselves and they can do it without a brotherhood. Because people say, why join the CEO network, or why join the war room, or why do you need a brotherhood so much? I don't do anything by myself. Every business idea I have, I do alongside my brothers. If I have an idea, or I need information, or I need access to a particular market, or I need expertise, I go to the people I can trust and we do it. I make millions of dollars with hundreds of other men. That's how I do it. The idea of doing it myself is such a daunting and monumental task. Plus, I would be so slow, I would be outpaced anyway. So if you're going to sit here and say, why do you need a fraternity? Why do you need a network? Because alone, you can't compete against a team. You can be a UFC world champion. If 10 average men jump you, it's a difficult night. Yeah. It's a hard night. Why are you trying to do it by yourself? You should be waking up every day saying, I want to become as rich as possible. So let me find guys who want to become as rich as possible. And let me find men of honor and strength who I can trust and rely on and work with them to get rich. That's how you should do it. You shouldn't be doing anything by yourself. My whole life is based on brotherhood. Everyone knows it because of Tristan, but they don't understand the extension of that fraternity we have in the war room and other places. Even us, the number of times we sit together, this podcast will be everywhere and it'll be clipped up and seen by millions of people because we're working together. That's the exact point. A lot of these men want to do it all themselves and be selfish, and they don't understand that reduces your chance from 1% to 0 because you're going to get crushed. Well, most men don't talk about money, which I find remarkable. They'll say, I want to get rich. They'll be like, what do you mean talk about money? If you sit down with 5 ice cream experts and all you talk about is ice cream, on a long enough time frame, when someone asks you about ice cream, you're going to know the answer. You're going to know how to store it, the different flavors, which flavors melt at which temperatures, which flavors are the most profitable, how difficult it is to move a particular flavor of ice cream into a particular country because it's banned in that country because the pistachio is illegal, whatever. If you talk about ice cream with ice cream experts, you're going to know about ice cream. So if you talk about money with people who have money, you're going to know about money. But most people sit and say, I want to get rich. And when they sit with their friends, they don't sit there and go, okay, none of us even know about money, but let's talk about money. If we had to make money today, how could money be generated? What could we do that would generate money before we go to sleep today? What are you good at? What are you good at? And what am I good at? How can we work as a team? They don't talk about this. They talk about the Super Bowl. Yeah. And then they wonder why the people who do talk that way make money and they don't. You're not going to attract something or learn how to achieve something if you don't speak about it. You've never accidentally achieved anything in your life ever. If you're sitting at home watching this, everything good in your life, none of it came to you by accident. I've never seen someone with a Ferrari and said, how did you get that Ferrari? And their reply was, oops. Ever. I've never seen somebody who's in fantastic shape or has a big business or a big house or any of the things you want. And you said, how did you get it? And he goes, oops, I just put out. You have to try and you have to think about it and you have to make a plan. And the best way you're going to ever get anywhere in life is to do that alongside other competent men because it multiplies your competence. It's really not a complicated idea, but for some reason, people are too lazy or too arrogant to adopt that mindset.
Tate posits that the essence of true masculinity lies in speaking one's mind. What does he consider the ultimate measure of manhood? A. Wealth and power. B. Authenticity and honesty. C. Physical strength and dominance. How does Tate suggest most men navigate through life? A. By speaking their mind without fear. B. By conforming to societal expectations. C. By avoiding confrontation at all costs. What is Tate's stance on the importance of authenticity in relationships? A. It's irrelevant. B. It's essential for genuine connection. C. It's a hindrance to social harmony.
I think one of the few things left you can offer as a man that social media cannot yet replace us for is security and safety. I think it is your primary objective to make a woman feel safe. And I think if you can do that, she will feel something intrinsic that is aligned with her biology that she can't get from social media. And if you do it well and you're good at your job, in fact, her being famous on social media and having so much attention ties into her needing safety even more. And I think that security and safety can be physical, it can be financial, it can be in a lot of different ways. But if you say to a woman, look, you can get a bunch of attention on Instagram, sure. You can make some money on Instagram, sure. A bunch of men are going to message you on Instagram, sure. But I'm the only one who's going to make sure nothing bad happens to you. I'm the only one who's going to make sure you don't make mistakes. I'm the only one who's going to make sure that you are taken care of, and if there's a problem, you can call me no matter what. And that requires a degree of competence and capability. But I feel like, and I'm just talking from personal experience, if you can't make a woman feel safe nowadays, in lots of different regards, both physical and financial, and even intellectually safe, if you're competent and a woman comes to you with her problem, it takes you less than a fraction of a second to tell her what to do. If you can make her feel safe, you can compete with the machine mind. But if you can't give her that safety feeling anymore, if you're Joe Schmo and you can't do it, if you're a pussy and you're afraid to throw down if you need to throw down, or if you don't feel like she doesn't look at you as a man who she can come to for guidance or advice, if you can't give her safety, I don't think you can compete with Instagram. I think you're gonna fucking lose. No matter how much money you have or how much attention you give her. You can't give her more attention than the world will give her on Insta. You can't. Safety's all we have left, which ties into why it's so important you need to be a masculine man in the first place. She needs to look at you. My girl says to me all the time, you're my hero. You're like a hero. You're like a superhero. You're like the heroes. I know nobody can touch me because you stop them. You have to give that feeling of safety now. Otherwise, I don't think you can compete. So then you have to sit down as a man and go, okay, I have this woman. I really love her. She has this Instagram page. She's getting money, attention, validation, all these things from there. I want to make her feel safe. How do I do that without coming across like a controlling weirdo? Well, she needs to truly respect me and allow me to have enough guidance and enough control over her life for her to feel as safer as a person, for her to respect me as a man and respect my competence. But I feel like striving to give your woman safety is now more important than ever, because all the men I see failing to do that lose their chick to the fucking FYP, bro. The For You page will steal your bitch.
Tate emphasizes the importance of teamwork and collaboration in achieving success. What does he suggest about individual effort versus collective action? A. Individual effort is sufficient for success. B. Collective action amplifies competence. C. Success is only achievable through sheer determination. In Tate's view, what role does safety play in modern relationships? A. It's insignificant. B. It's the primary offering of masculinity. C. It's a responsibility shared equally by both partners. What does Tate propose as the antidote to losing a woman's respect and affection to external influences like social media? A. Showering her with attention and gifts. B. Providing her with a sense of safety and security. C. Allowing her complete freedom and independence. As we conclude today's discourse with Andrew Tate, let his words echo in your mind, urging you to stand resolute in your authenticity and embrace the power of truth. In a world inundated with facades, dare to be genuine. Like, share, and subscribe for more insights that challenge the norm and empower you to live authentically. Until next time, remember, the path to true fulfillment begins with speaking your truth without reservation.